afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero Psych, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a 1 versus 1 on favorable approach between these here. Redxwings fighting for Germany, Deutschland, Reich, and the 7th Panzer Division. Most in the west, we got Findeed fighting for the Soviet Union, socialism, and the prosperity of the peoples of the world, or something like that. Anyways, fighting here for the 212th Rifle Division, also knowing this is from the War Paint Championship tourney. One of the 3 matches played between Findeed and Redxwings. We got Doctrinal Hill, Guard Motor Lentleys, and Partisans with Bulletins for Guardsmen, Infantry, and Strafniki versus Redxwings. Festering armor, fortified armor, and assault support here with infantry machine guns and Panzerfaust bulletins. We've got a bit of cheese wire there to cut some of all that lovely cheese. Sergei, what is cheese? I do not know. I've heard talk of it, but in the Soviet Union, we only have vodka and stale bread. Really? Well, we do anyways. Comes there moving ahead, securing the house there rapidly. We got Grenadiers MD42 north of the tiers and earning by Grenadier MD42 Pioneers out here for Redxwings. Constantly opening on the Grenadiers out in the open as they sort of lurch through the cover here. Light cover, by the way, sticking to it overall means they take less hits as they move. So good move there by Redxwings. MD42 not moving up to support here, so that seems to fall back here a bit for Redxwings. More Grenadiers on the way. We got a special arrive commands up here by the way for Findeed, opening up then with some Strafniki. We of course get that 3% bonus, and of course the thing to keep in mind about those accuracy bonuses for infantry units, they tend to scale very quickly since that applies for every shot. So it's sort of like, you know, it sounds like only 3%, but overall it just means, you know, you have a much higher chance of just a lot of those shots they're firing to actually hit. So I mean that one can actually make a difference compared to, say, you know, some bonuses like just like 3% extra armor penetration. That's not going to make so much, but again, just stuff that shoots a lot, has a slightly higher chance of hitting, can actually sort of gain a bit more go there for you. Fun fact. Consequence Strafniki moving up there versus the Grenadiers again. The no MD42s, nothing to support them. In fact, seems like here Redxwings suggests he's going to keep Findeed occupied. It then pushes for the centre south of the map in a bold aggressive manoeuvre. He might also in here. We've got Findeed there wiring off the entrance here. Possibly Redxwings there actually. Hard to say there, but probably Redxwings actually. More Strafniki there for Findeed, setting up sandbags to further make it harder here for Redxwings to push up there. Getting engaged here, or actually spotting the infantry company. And we got another MD40 here for Redxwings, so 2 Grenadiers, 2 MD42s here for the Wehrmacht. Grenadiers firing there at the cheese wire. MD42 doing nothing there in the south, it's been secured here by the Pioneers. And there we go, Grenadiers got to go again, MD42 almost done. And here for Findeed, we got nothing further there arriving. In these, we've got a bit of movement here from the engineers. Second MD42 almost done, and sandbags are prepared, making it again further harder for Redxwings to push up from his own base towards the fuel point, sort of directly closest to him. So that's going to be a nasty one there. So it looks like getting ready for the assault, but there you go, getting caught here out in the open. As penal troops attack from several points, occupy a house as well to make it hard for them to move through. And there you go, penal troops suppressed here with the MD42. A lot of bullets flying in the direction, forcing them to fall back. Here we got Constant moving up there. Go machine gun bunker and M4 opening up as well here. Both firing away. Constant taking losses. Grenadiers still almost wiped out here. The penal troops inside the house that proved to be quite a formidable obstacle. In fact, they're now going for flamethrowers. Grenadiers, they're going for the cutoff point. Good work there by Redxwings, by the way. Good work. Pushing for the cutoff point. Though still has command for, of course, the troops that could fall into his back. As for anything further here in Findeed space, not much is happening in there. And for Redxwings, we got another Pioneer squad, but yet no tech up there. Crucially, there is no tech up there for Redxwings. Constantly there reinforcing, healing, Pioneer setting out, and there we go. We got take up for Redxwings and the 7th Panzer Division. Engineers out in the open, the Grenadiers still ready to fire up against them, and there you go, Connaught casing out. Penal troops flanking behind here. No, the MD42s are actually quite prepared for such a move there, so very nice flank there by Findeed, and in fact attacked here as well. We expect him to come from here, but apparently not a bit further up there. So overall here, Redxwings somewhat prepared for an assault, but at the same time not at all prepared, as again a few well-executed flanks there by Findeed completely undermined Redxwings' defense. He's now desperately trying to set up here, well, at least one MD42 to buy time for the other MD42 set up here. But will it be enough? Will it be enough? There you go, 1 unit suppressed here. Consequence, they're pushing it. Other MD4 needs to set up pretty quickly. Penal troops low in health numbers, and there you go, tech up down there for Redxwings. Grenadiers pushing forward, and there you go, full retreat here for Findeed. That was damn close there. That could have gotten very ugly there for Redxwings and the 7th Panzer Division. M3A1 there on the way for Findeed, which is used primarily by the reconnaissance units sort of scout ahead of the rest of the force, and by reconnaissance usually meant for the Soviets to find vital spots, swiftly occupy them and hold them until the main army could come. The other bit of reconnaissance was basically to attack, and then someone a bit further behind would basically spot out, you know, where the Germans were actually fighting from, and take it from there. So the Soviets had a slightly different approach to things. Contra there versus Grenadiers. Grenadiers falling back in the face of that. Bunker going up there for Redxwings. Almost got the fuel there. So, I mean, Redxwings is quite nice in control here versus Findeed in the early game. He's also laying down S-mines around the carve point. Overall well played here. Making good and also note aggressive use of the MD-42. He's not just, say, parking a house and leaving it there. He's constantly shipping about. I mean, if there's a really sort of vital forward carve point, yeah, he'll leave it there. But beyond that, it's not like he's just leaving them behind. They're sort of very much part of the front line for him. And also part of a larger defense. But there you go. In this case, of course, the M3A1 can punish such aggressive MD-42 play unless properly supported by the Grenadiers. And while one is, the other one, not so much. And there you go. Peel troops filling the scout car there with SVT-14 flamethrowers. MD-42 goes by. There you go. Jürgen grabs the Panzerfaust and gets a good hit there. But the Peel troops quickly do a lot of damage there with their semi-automatics and the flamethrowers. In fact, about to get wiped there. Rifle grenade off against the scout car. Almost hit, but not quite. At least main troops make back, but I still not like to make a nice company for Redxwings. No Panzer Grenadiers, no half-tracks, no nothing. And there you go. Scout car is down. Kaput. A burning wreck of American steel. Hey, Mortar, and there you go. Straight into the S-man field. Almost wiping the entire Contra squad. Nice there for Redxwings. Good use of the S-mans there, by the way. And again, aggressive posture. Up here we got points being grabbed, and we got, of course, the 120 mortar there for Findeed. Second heaviest mortar the Soviets used in the war. The heaviest was the 160mm mortar, which then had to be breech loaded and couldn't be fired like a regular mortar. It also came late in the war. The 120mm mortar, though, was early, and in fact was captured by the Germans, the Hungarians, the Finns, and the Romanians, and I think believe in fact all used by every one of those. In fact, the Germans began just producing their own straight-up copy. Yes, copy. They just copied the design outright. It's a little fun fact there. Kind of wish the relic would have sort of added that to the German army, because again that would sort of highlight, you know, one of the few things it generally doesn't get mentioned a lot, which is both German army, well, both the Germans and the Russians copied a lot of each other, which is generally one of those things that don't get mentioned a lot there. Grenadiers hanging about here. And we got assault support here, rare use or seen here of assault support for Redxwings, setting up there the Opel Blitz to support troops. And he's taking for tier 3, he's using the Opel Blitz to support, plus of course the good map control there to push forward. That is pretty bold, pretty aggressive. Other advantage of going for double Blitz, of course, does mean just more fuel. It also means more munitions, since it basically doubles the resource income of any point. So for example here, it's 10 munitions and 6 fuel. If you've gone for here, for example, you get 14 fuel. So I'm surprised he isn't going for that, but of course he might be worried it's a bit too exposed. Guard bar we can call up here by Findeed and the 212th Rifle Division. They're being grabbed. North Guard being suppressed by the MD-42 veterans. He won, he got Paniers moving forward here for Furon, Falkland, Strange Strafniki unit. All of them upgraded here. Pune troops pushed back, defending the fuel point there successfully for the fatherland. Contra there, firing engineers hang back as well. The heavy mortar hasn't really done that much here so far for Findeed. He's so far carting it about a bit. And there you go, Pioneers being pushed back here by the Stravniki. So no, right now Redxwings does have fuel advantage and resource advantage overall there than Findeed, thanks to the Opel Blitzes. Even if Findeed sort of got close to the same amount of territory, Redxwings just sort of gets more. Of course, a little detail there to keep in mind. There you go. Contra almost brought up with a rifle grenade. Info 2 firing in from the centre house. Strafnik up there, gets the Grenadiers. Veterans too. Quite tough customers. Almost got the support co-op here, so Redxwings can actually in fact go for reasonably fast armor if he wants to. Stu in particular, he can rush out easily. Of course, he might want to go for that because he's got no anti-tank in theory. You know, Findeed could rush out a T-7 light tank there. So far, there's no sign of that from Findeed. So that could work out. I mean, he could also try and rush out an Ostwind here. And then with the amount of resources he gets, I mean, he can begin building at the 10-minute mark, which is reasonably fast for a Wehrmacht player. Guards moving up, they're firing at the infantry company with the PTRSs. Penal troops sending back. In fact, he could basically walk up to the base, pop a satchel charge on it, and wreck it if he wants to. MG42, they're firing at the Guardsmen. Canadians are guarding the upper blitz with support from Royal Canadians. LMG42 on the way there up north. Pioneers and MG42 launching an assault there to push back the Strafniki successfully. Well, dislodging there Findeed. But overall, Findeed is now the one in map control here. Oh, Blitz falling back a bit before moving up again. One of many trucks used by the German army, by the way. And of course, not just for holding transport the ramp, but also transporting troops. Though, of course, they also had a lot of troop transport vehicles, a lot of Austrian and some other bits there, in fact, which you generally don't see a lot there in actual RTS games. That tend not to get so much sort of show there, in fact. Though if you actually look at any sort of photography, there are a lot more common, some of those vehicles. I can't quite remember their names. They're sort of more just numbers, designations, like Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 70 anyway, something like that there. As an example. Grenade off against the Grenadiers. Ah! Almost wiped the unit there. Going for the fuel point again. We can see sort of Findeed sort of more frantically trying to disrupt Redxwings' fuel flow. And there you go. Ostman on the way here. Redxwings trying to rush as much as possible, and I think that's the best sort of Wehrmacht can do. Make sure the blitz and so on there. So that could give Findeed a bit of problem. He's only now finally checked up here, so he can go for the T-70. That's going to then encounter the Ostman flak panzer, which can deal with it, and infantry, though not as well as the T-70 can deal with infantry. A more to their push back with a few successfully assaulting pioneers. Flak panzer there arriving for Redxwings. Troops are healing, reinforcing. Grenadiers sneaking about. Flak panzer continues ahead there. Also Telemann in case of vehicular rush. And there you go. Osman quickly one-shot some poor bastard there, an engineer. And Osman continues. House collapses. Also, a vast majority of light flak guns, for example, if they're not just towed about, would be mounted on vehicles like the Opel Blitz. They even had, I think, a car where there's a 2 centimeter flak mounted. I mean, it was a big car, but still, technically, sort of a field car with a 2 centimeter flak mounted on it. But again, trucks were also sort of commonly mounted. I mean, flak tanks or AA tanks were sort of generally the rarity of anything. And of course, in games like this, they tend to get more of the highlight, but they very much sort of were more the rarity rather than the common thing. And before moving northwards to cover there, Findeed is going to... Oh no, he's going for the HN6 here, in response to the Ostwind. Flak Panzer. They're shooting there. Come on, Jürgen, shoot properly. They're only Russians, and that's only Russian property. It's not like anyone will care. So, I mean, he can soon go for Stuttgart to support the Ostman if he wants to. He could go up with a Panzer IV. Bit moving about here. Pioneers and straight to penal troops and engineers. Canadians might support other pioneers nearby, but those pioneers need to retreat pretty swiftly. In the north, the Ostman continues to assault against engineers, pushing them back, maybe even setting off some mines. Pioneers wiped though. Redwings pushed a bit too far there. By the way, Redwings could consider getting out on offer to support his men there. That would not be a bad idea at all. That would not be a bad idea at all. Until he can rain down there. Penal troops there standing about inside the house under fire. Ostman south is now to contain the Russian assault. And there we go. Sturmgeschütz on the way for Redwings and the 7th Panzer Division. HN6 moving downwards there. And here we go, getting engaged here by the Ostern Flak Panzer. 30mm of high caliber rounds tearing into them. Before rolling slightly back. And we got more guards from there for Findeed, further filling out the ranks with stout, hardened veterans. Heavy mortar around there on the MD42, almost wiping it out there. And wipe. Bit of a nasty loss there for Redwings, Osman northwards. And there goes Sturmgeschütz arrives. Sees the MD42, but might get wiped here by the Ostwind Flak Panzer. Stuck shoots, misses, pickup machine gun away for it. And there you go, wipes the MD42. In the centre here, penal troops being held up by the MD42 HN6 coming up trying to bombard here. But it's not trying to. And here Grenadiers in a trouble here with the Stravniki. Ansman genießt die Tötung. Der Rückzug, Scheiße. Heinz, nein. Dead. That was a bit of a waste there by Redxwings, I think. Then again, he might have been too preoccupied with other matters. Hard to say here. Back at base here, nothing happening. Got more Grenadiers on the way there for Redxwings. Stug there upgraded with the pintle-mounted machine gun, ready to move forwards. MP42 covering here, Grenadiers coming in there against the flank. Could drive grenade here. But no sign of it, no sign of the Osprey either to support here. Or the Stug. Oh, there we go. That's the Stug. Osprey hanging back there, but could be supporting us. Oh! Never mind. Never mind. Again, heavy mortar round almost wipes out the Grenadiers there. And wipes them. So no veteran infantry at all now here for Redxwings. Staggering casualties there, and again, an officer I think could help a bit there. Even saying this. Well, maybe some Panzer Grenadiers. Something. Anyways, Indies under heavy fire from the Austrian Flak Panzer. 8 kills there for the fatherland. Findeed pushing forwards once more. He's not taking up though. Always bring up more light vehicles. I mean, he could bring up another H-6M here. So healing, reinforcing. Bit of light damage to the Austrian thanks to the featured SS-6M moving up. And ships there connecting with the frontal armor of the Austrians. Still gets a good hit in there to the 6. Another hit there. So actually not a hit, there's a miss there. Mission 6 firing away there most merrily. A lot of fire back and forth here. Guardsman, penal troops moving up there, but that house is about to collapse there. Stug fires, lands another hit there, almost destroying the building there. Grenadiers firing as many light machine guns to get their hands on against the Russians, forcing Findeed to draw back there from the time being. In the meanwhile, centers being secured, and all of this is further happening. Findeed is actually taking away territory from the south. He could probably consider trying to flank up for here and sort of get behind some of Redxwings' positions, causing a bit of havoc that way. That is rarely considered. Also, he needs to reset up this Orbital Blitz, by the way. If a point's been captured and they're still on it and then sort of gets recaptured, it doesn't get sort of the bonus back, so you've got to reset it out there.
Are securing our territory.
Penal troops are suppressed, and we've got Grenadiers moving up there with the LMG-42. Just moving their back here. Stug moving about.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Penal troops there. Got the Stug moving up there, crushing their cover, even trying to crush them possibly, or at least just get close with its own machine gun. Jürgen, crush them! I want to hear the bones break beneath my treads! Jawohl, Herr Kommandant! My God, I look forward to getting transferred away from this man. Stug there and H-6 in gain here. The Austrian pioneers firing away. Meanwhile, troops are healing, reinforcing. Could Redxwings be playing here for a Tiger tank? Possibly. Meanwhile, Findeed is yet to take up, yet to sort of go in a real direction there. Stug moving northwards.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And in the centre there, explosions going off. Possibly, most likely, the heavy mortar there. Fresh sandbags being laid down, but there we go. Austrian moving in. Wrecking the cover, getting a kill there with main gun and machine gun. But Findeed is still very much in control of the map. Again, the lack of infantry isn't particularly helping out here. Redxwings grenade there does a bit to the MD4 but thanks to being heavy cover, it takes reduced damage. Also, needs to reset up this Orbital Blitz. An option here for Redxwings to consider would be a mortar of his own. No suggested support. Firing away then, it's time here for the mid-game analysis. In terms of damage, Redxwings has hit kills-wise, they're actually surprisingly close to each other, which is a bit worrisome for Redxwings. I mean, again, it's Findeed who's got the overall larger squad, so him being able to keep nice pace there with Redxwings is a bit dangerous in anything. I mean, Redxwings has actually lost more units here than Findeed. That's dangerous, really. And again, it sort of highlights, you know, the just heavy mortar and those penal troop plus the guardsmen. In fact, he's not relied a lot on his basic infantry. He has been able to quickly bring up better infantry. That means Redxwings' own grenadiers rather tend to struggle even with the light machine guns plus the heavy mortar. It just means there's a higher chance of just losing entire units so quickly. So in that regard, Redxwings can struggle. And despite rushing out the Ostwind, the problem with the Ostwind is it's sort of hit and miss in terms of really getting that push in there. Probably a bit off for the Panzer IV. But overall, it just means, he hasn't really been able to build up any actual advantage in terms of kills using that one. So the rush being a bit of a bust there. But still, army value-wise, he's still ahead. But again, kills-wise, he's falling behind there. Resource float, they're close to each other there in terms of points held. Again, Redxwings initially, but again, we can sort of see slowly struggling more and more. And now we can sort of see Findeed is rather more in control there compared to the Germans. So that's definitely something there for Redxwings to keep in mind. But, he needs more troops. He needs, I think, some assault troops. I mean, I'd like to make a nice company would do well. Or at least consider getting out an officer and maybe a mortar. That way, coordinate those powers against Findeed. And otherwise, he needs to be more aggressive with his Ostwind, his Stug, and his infantry, working them together, sort of larger force, and that way try and push back Findeed, get some kills in against him, wreck him, and leave him bleeding on the field. Otherwise, I mean, he's just going to sort of get penned in slowly and surely, while Findeed just brings up more and more armor, and thusly, slowly but surely, strangles Redxwings. So that's definitely something there to keep in mind. In fact, it looks like if Findeed's about to take up, that's beginning to bring up T-3035s, which could be a problem. Redxwings can soon-ish go for the Tiger, particularly remembers to reset up his supply truck there, but that's going to be a bit tricky there nonetheless. That is going to be a bit tricky there for Redxwings if he's not careful. I mean, he needs to do some serious damage there, which means leveraging the Ostwind a bit better than what he currently has, and trying to not lose so many grenadiers in sort of, full wipe scenarios as we just sort of happen. Otherwise, again, this could easily end up looking a bit grim for Redxwings. As for Findeed, mines, a lot of them. Prepare, for any attempt that's Redxwings sort of get back into the fight, and that requires a lot of mines here and there to slow down any advance, to strangle it before it grows too big, and maybe, consider some other bits here, maybe some catches to further supply more armor down the road, and that way build up a serious armor advantage versus Redxwings. Beyond that, not so much else to say, so let's into the fight. Starting the fight here, Grenadiers marching forward, under support from the Stug. Hey, mortar, they almost managed to strangle the attempt there for Redxwings to push forward. Very close hit there. One squad of retreating engineers here versus pioneers. Ostwind moving up here. Gaining veterans who won finally. Been out for close to 10 minutes now. Only now it's getting veterans who won. Really, again, this Ostwind rush really did not work out for Redxwings. Again, he has played it perhaps a bit too cautiously, but even then it can be a bit hit and miss in sort of how it works out. In this case, it was more miss than hit. Single grenade squad holding up against Russian assault against supported here by the now Vechi. 2 heavy mortar. Further bad news there for the Grenadiers, and they quickly retreat here under gun to take on this kind of task. But again, Redxwings very much seems like now a Tiger man, a Tiger player, putting his faith in German heavy armor. Oh, he's about to lose the MG42 again. Oh, gets away there, damn close. Gets wiped there, on retreat by a mortar barrage, whatever. It seems like they're landing like 2 shots right close to each other. No, that was the H-6 barraging from the north. Cheeky, but there you go, he might lose it though here. Stug, Ostwind there doing some damage, and he might just be able to finish off. If Jürgen there could hit. There we go, straight through the tailpipe, blows it up. T-3476 on the way there for Findeed. Guts being run off by the Ostwind in the centre, bit quiet here, and in the south, run off.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
T-3476 almost done there, and with the Stug veterans, you want to have something there to still help deal with it. But he's lost another Grenadier squad. The infantry is still very much a struggle here for Redxwings. And in fact, Findeed couldn't go for another T-3476 very quickly. Or of course, if we just wait a bit for the T-3485.
The enemy still has 300 points.
It's basically... Oh, there we go. He's reset up that one, by the way. Good work there. Very close to the Tiger. Moments away. T-34 76 moving out there for the motherland, the Rodina. Fun fact about T-34s, they were actually not very reliable. In particular, the 76 had a lot of issues into the sort of last variant, which included in many cases, you know, they just break down very rapidly, which the Russians didn't care much about because they just basically meant there to get into the fight, not so much else. But it certainly is a bit interesting there to note when you only hear talk about German tanks being unreliable, but the T-34 itself had some pretty serious reliability issues. I mean, air filters had to be properly maintained, and that was like every 10 hours or so. If not, that would break it down. And, you know, other things just needed so much maintenance or break down, and some of it would still break down. I mean, some tanks broke down even only after roughly 30 kilometers. Stuke sitting out there, halfway to Victory 2, but again, stuff you don't hear much about the T-34 there, just a little fun one there. Mortar on the way there for Redxwings. These being suppressed here. Oh, Strafnig, I mean, by the MG42 here. Field troops on front of the Ostwind. Better base here, healing, reinforcing. Mortar on the way, they're almost done for Redxwings. And down the south, T-34. Pushing back the Pioneers, and there you go. So close to the target there for Redxwings. So close. So very, very close. Also another one on the T-34, changing the gears rather required a lot of strength or a really big wrench, which wasn't particularly practical either. Well, the way we got the Tiger out here for Redxwings. Pins mount MG42 going up, MG42 almost right up the Guardsman. T-45 there on the way for Findeed. Tiger sets out, there we go. 88mm gun, misses the T-34. Misses again! You're supposed to be in a Tiger. Hit, for heaven's sake, Franz. Hit. There we go. The North Ostwind 2 hitting was Guardsman.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
There we go, landing several kills there with the 37mm flak. Another kill there. 15. T-35 almost done there for Findeed, and there we go. Note those little barrels on the back there, basically for extra fuel, so they get longer basically travel further distances if it didn't break down before that, because the T-35 also had a lot of the same issues, basically, since it was the same chassis, the same tank.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Also, another one is, supposedly, they used aluminum engines, which the Germans found too expensive to use. The Germans. It's another little fun fact there. Yeah, I've just been reading up recently a lot on it. Someone mentioned it, just a bit of reliability, and then decided, oh right, let's have a big fat look into it. And a lot of fun details there, a lot of fun details. Penal troops under fire from the Tiger. First kill for the Tiger. That's not a great start there for the Tiger tank. But at least the Ostwind is getting a bit more done. It's almost there. Victory 2. Conscripts doing up. Penal troops as well. Ostwind up there, firing away at the penal troops. And might want to fight the Conscript out in the open. There you go. Of course, the most important thing to know about it, the Ostwind, is it shoots a lot less accurately on the move. Most people just tend to move about and still landing and stand still. In fact, that's the thing you have to be smart about. Most Wehrmacht armor don't move if you want it to actually hit something. It is absolutely terrible. Penal troops then back by the Tiger. Misses again, and I mean, the retreating troops obviously harder to hit, but it's T-34 and 60 in the North, T-35. Not really much there. Going for the Ostwinds, took needs some support here. Vetty 2 by the way on the flak pants, increasing rate of fire, and thusly lethality. Indeed, they're still in control of the map here against Redxwings, but Redxwings is slowly pushing back, though the lack of infantry isn't making it particularly easier for him. .76 hunting about there in the North, T-35 pulling back. Shoots against the Guardsman, huge hit there, blows out a chunk of the wall and the corner. More grenadiers there for Redxwings, and they send the Panzer Division. T-34 moving up. Stuke moving up. Osman almost fixed up. So a mix of armor here for Redxwings, a bit of that for Findeed as well. Interesting enough, Findeed is not trying to coordinate it though against Redxwings. The North MD4 being engaged here by the T-55 moving up with its 85mm gun. Wiping away that close to the machine guns and the likes. Guardsmen there almost wiped up here by a rifle grenade full up with the Tiger. Could get a wipe there, could get a wipe. Stu really just needs to be allowed to shoot at infantry while there's no armor about. And there you go, veteran 3 guardsmen lost. That's going to be quite a blow there to Findeed. Osman still hanging about, and there's no armor support here for the North, no Stug, which is there supporting the Tiger when there's not really a need for it. German mortar there, going out and there, flying away at the Russians up north. Pioneers moving straight into the use, going down a demo charge here. Well, disrupting it basically. Stug going to support the Osman, then move towards the north there. Good work. Schnell. Los geht's. And there's argument about there. We've got the T-54 hanging back there. And hit base healing reinforcement going on. Can't then engaged by the Osman. Flak Panzer. Could we maybe see a wipe there? Nah, they get away. Another demo charge here. Attempted by Findeed. He's starting not to give up there. Tiger pushing back the guardsman there. Mine spotted. Another T-55 on the way for Findeed. Back here, troops healing reinforcing.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Here's under fire from the Osman. 21 kills for the fatherland. Is there something floating about above there or something? Oh, it's a flare. Alright, I just briefly thought some kind of piece of debris moving about there. Maybe some dead cow that's been made orbital. Demo charge takes up Pioneer Squad. A bit of a loss there for Redxwings. He seems to, overall, be a bit scattered there. Redxwings not really making any sort of direct pushes anywhere. Just sort of slightly pushing here and there, but no real focused, concentrated attacks. He's all scattershot. But at the same time, Findeed isn't really doing much to push back further against him. He's just sort of moving about a tank here, a tank there, but overall no big pushes either. But there you go. Osman then engaged with the T-35. Other one could move support, but he's for some reason holding it back there. Meanwhile, Redxwings bringing up more armor, more panzers. A Panzer IV here. In fact, he's going to have everything from the Suprema Corps plus a Tiger.
We are down to 200 points.
Also got some Luftwaffe support here, the strafing run and the fragmentation bomb being run. Victory point here being secured. Redxwings grabbing a bit of territory back there against Findeed. Seems a bit passive. We also got a line machine here dropped, but looks like the Russians here rush for it and secure it. Modify the landing and the gunners are going to need to quick that quickly. And there it goes, stunning the T-3045. So a bit of reprieve bought there. We got the Panzer bot there. Tiger also moving up there. We might see no large arm engagement between the two sides. T-34 next to up their mines. Late down there in advance as well. Good try. Oh, catch here, the Obel Blitz. Misses though. But that's more to be understandable. And there you go. Oh, Blitz though. Only abandoned. That's some pretty rubbish luck there. Panzer IV, there's a T-34, Panzer IV lands a good hit there, Stug moving up, Tiger hanging back, Osman further and back there as well.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Definitely got a bit of a standoff here in the north, and there we go, we got air support here to deal with the Russians in the south. Quick strike here from the Luftwaffe. That should keep any infantry clear from there. So basically 3 sort of tanks in the north from the Russians, Tiger, Stug and Panzer IV posting in that. Depends basically on sort of who gets the attack underway and sort of isolates the other elements to deal with that first. But again, seems like just either the player's waiting for the first one to sort of make the move and perhaps make a mistake. There you go, Tiger misses again, Vetrifi and the heavy mortar. 23 kills for the motherland. Another flare down there. He loves using flares, by the way. Not a bad idea. Rule gives him a lot of reconnaissance here versus Redxwings and the 7th Panzer Division. Field gun on the way here for Findeed, the SIS-3. Really a standoff situation, and again, either player not really keen on starting the whole thing off there. Guardsman in there, in front of the MG42, also got the Luftwaffe, of course, ready to respond here, like a vengeful German-speaking angel who's off to drink. Like Goering. The counter wasn't out yet. Should have reacted. I mean, that's what you get for having Goering as the head of the Luftwaffe. Anyways, Tiger moving ahead here, waiting for support from the Stug. And getting here the field gun. Sets off a mine. Putting back here the Tiger, bit of damage. And he could try and hit some of the more far off isolated elements in the east, but no, moves in there. Going over the Panther 4, gets it. Tiger turns about. Stug needs to turn about here. Konski's moving through the other side. Field gun needs to move up. Panther 4 pulling back in the face of the T-35. T-35 needs to move up as well here. Betty 2 for the Stug. T-35 pulling back. T-34-76 moving up a bit awkwardly. Moving faster than his turret can keep up with. There you go. Osman down to half health. Konski moving ahead here against the Stug and the Tiger. And into an MB42 as well. T-35 moving in there, but alone, unsupported, absolutely unsupported. The element's not flying neither. There's the T-34 and there, got quickly pulled back here. Moving up to fix that Austin Flak Panther. There we go. Open blitz, permanently wrecked. Stug shoots, misses. Tried there for a target weak bomb, but that didn't quite work out.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Field troops being suppressed and fired here by the Tiger. Losses piling up. Another hit there. Another Panther 4 for Redxwings and the 7th Panzer Division. Findeed, for some reason, rushing in all his engine out without any armour support, or even a field gun. I'm not entirely sure what Findeed was thinking with that, and certainly not just trying to at least rush the south.
Ready for strafing mission.
Also noting, no self-repairs despite having a lot of munitions. Again, that's the thing there. Findeed's not really been utilising his munitions very efficiently against Redxwings. Again, no real mines, no self-repair, just quickly fix up all of his tanks at one go and just, you know, making for another big push as quickly as possible there versus Redxwings while he's taking time to repair his stuff. There's some missed opportunities there, I think, from Findeed and the 212th Rifle Division, increasingly being supported here by an independent armoured brigade. H-35 on the way there for Findeed. There goes 2nd Panther 4 out there for Redxwings in Germany. Come on, Findeed, self-repair. It's only 30 munitions, you almost got 300.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
That seems like he's very much not interested in that. Gunleaders losing out there to veterans and fleet conscripts, in particular because they're out in negative cover, which really doesn't help them out a lot.
We are losing a sector.
Quick mortar hit there from Redxwings Kanartenwerfer. There you go, Panther 4's been holding back a Russian advance in the south. Halfway to veteran on the Flak Panzer, good work there. More flares here to sort of spot out where Redxwings got his armed position, and there we go. Findeed going in for the kill, but he's not waiting for the H-35, the silly bastard. T-35, oh, they're not even repaired before launching the assault fully. That was a mistake there by Findeed. And there you go, quickly knocked out here by the Stug and Panther 4 in unison. Tiger needs to get up there. Other Panther 4 needs to get out there. Panther 4 taking heavy damage, but still this is Stug. And that's really the biggest threat here, the Stug, because it's got the highest rate of fire of all the German armour. Thankfully for Redxwings, he focuses down the Panther 4 rather than the Stug. Other Panther 4 moving up there. T-35 almost done here. Stug taking damage. We got the H-35 finally arriving here. He's basically going off before it's fully repaired or ready for it. Stug there taking a hit. Might get the Panther 4. But no, gets away. Other Panther 4 flanking behind is supporting the MD-42. Field gun cleared out here. H-35 gets a good hit in the Stug. They're almost 50 on that one. And Panther 4 goes in for the kill. Tiger joins in. Could blitz there actually. Osman going towards the base here, beginning to crush a lot of it. Holy crap! That was almost an entire unit there. He just crushed beneath its treads. Madness. H-35 they're taking heavy hits. Wiping out the guardsman there as well, 36. GG, well played. HD5 down, a victory for the 7th Panzer Division. Was close at times, but hey, I think Findeed could have utilised munitions better again. More mines here and there. I mean, he was, I think, a bit cheap on those, and overall saved up a lot of munitions he could have used for other things then. I mean, again, mines would have helped him, maybe some self-repairs, but overall, just that final assault that he basically went off half-cocked. He wasn't quite fully ready for it. He should have waited a bit longer, and he should also, I think, try to attack from another angle rather than the one the Redxwings were expecting him for. I mean, again, he had flares. He could easily found out what direction was ready for an attack from, and then attack from the other direction. He'd done that. There probably has been a big element of surprise there against Redxwings. But again, he was just too focused. He got too much tunnel vision there, and that, I think, rather cost Findeed the game, though. I mean, he did really well there. Again, he sort of pushed back Redxwings. Early strong push there. Sort of managed to hold off against his Austrian rush there. Though, again, Austrian rush is always, 25, 75 actually working out there for the player who's rushing out there. Also, Redxwings could have benefited from more infantry sooner. Maybe some command banks at least sort of help offset some things here and there. But overall, well played with both sides. But in the end, Redxwings handled his arm, I think, a bit better, and overall had a better long-term strategy. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match, learned something from it. If you did want to subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in replay and some feedback in the comment section. If this is Imperial Dancing, cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.